Hi everyone, this is Kelly and I'm with Kelly Ann Crafts. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and this is my second card for the month of March. This month we're only doing 3 cards. This card is so elegant. I just am so happy with it. I am using the paper from the Perennial Lavender. I'm using the Painted Lavender stamp set, and I'm particularly using this branch right here. And then I am using my go-to greetings. This is without a doubt the best stamp set you could ever purchase. I hope it never goes out of style because everything's here. You've got 3 different sizes of basic greetings that you use all the time in different fonts, and I just love it. So the person who dreamt this up, I love you. It's just a fabulous one, and we're going to be using Just a Note out of there. We are also going to be, this card is also using, let me get that off of there. There's something gooey there. Let me just get the gooey off of here so it quits picking up and going places with my paper all the time. There we go. I think I've got all the gooey off of there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm using the Elegant Border dies, and we're going to use this particular die here, and wait till you see this card. It is so beautiful. So I'm going to put this to the side, and here is our card. Isn't this just gorgeous? I love the simplicity of this card, and it is so easy. What is really nice, and I don't know about you, but if you've ever had a wedding invitation or a bridal invitation of some sort, usually cards are like this. So you have a beautiful outside. When you open it up, you have a space here where you could stamp something if you like, and then the inside is here. So we're going to make a similar card to this. I just think it is so elegant and beautiful and simple. So then I just stamped my outside like this on my envelope. So let's get started. I will show you everything you need. I have to always take the number 2 or the number 3 off of my envelope so I know which card I'm working on here. So in your envelope, what you are going to find is you are going to have your envelope. You will have your card base that is already embossed. It did start out as 8.5 by 5.5. I did use the die on the bottom of it to create the lacy effect, and it is scored at 4.25. Okay. You will also have another piece of paper. This particular piece of paper is 8.25 by 4 inches, scored at the 4-inch mark, or 4 1/8. It's scored. It's scored at 4 1/8. Excuse me. So 4 1/8. So this is 8.25 this way, and then scored at 4 1/8, and then the width of this is 5.25. So this is 5.25. Okay. I think I've messed that up enough. We have one little piece of ribbon. This is that iridescent ribbon. It's only available online, and it's just beautiful. It gives a little bit of sparkle with not a lot of glitz or glam. We have a die cut. I used the die set that is the Thoughtful Impressions for this, just to get the little tag there, and I'll show you where that is. So it's in this die set here, and I used the smaller one. You certainly could use a different size, or you could use a punch. You don't have to use this if you're recreating this card. So there's that. And then we have a piece of the Designer Series paper from the Perennial Lavender series. So let's get started. This is not a very hard card to do. And first we're going to adhere our inside. So we are going to take and adhere the bottom. Well, actually, before we adhere this, we need to stamp. Oh my goodness. So let me bring in my scrappy paper. Let me get out my pretty Peacock, because that's what we're stamping with, this pretty Peacock. And let's stamp our wheat our foliage first. Again, I'm just going to stamp it off once just to make sure I'm getting good coverage with the ink. And this is going to go in the inside. So I'm just going to place this right here on the side. Okay, I'm going to leave that open for a second to dry. I'm going to stamp my envelope now. So I've stamped it once in there, and so now I'm going to take one and put it off to the side over here, just a little bit short. Now I'm going to ink up. I'm going to go in the middle, and then I'm going to take it over and do another one over here. You get all these different colors and flavors. I just love it. And then this one here, I'm just going to go off the envelope a little bit. I want you to see that there's 2 sprigs there, but I really don't want the whole thing there. So that's my envelope. So we're done with that particular stamp. And then let's do our, while those 2 are just sitting and hanging out and drying a little bit, we're going to put in just our note. Okay, so just our note, we're just going to line it up as best we can. Now I'm at an angle, so I'm hoping that this comes out straight. It's always an adventure when you're doing a video. That's not too bad. And I think now we are ready to assemble, and we have all of our stamping done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my inside. So that's what we were starting to do before I realized, hey, wait, we got to do this inside. So the inside, normally when we put in an insert, we kind of offset it. I want you to put this right up to the fold line, okay, and put about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, like this. That way you've got that beautiful fold that folds up like that, okay. And it also gives a little bit of color, background for your die cut, so you can actually see how beautiful it is, okay. And I'm going to come in here with my bone folder right now, and I'm going to recrease this a little bit so it lays a little bit flatter. And we are going to adhere our designer series paper. I do my little Z thing. This seems to work the best for me and getting good coverage. Now, when I did this, it's just about 1/4 of an inch in, and I did it a little bit off the top. So there was like, maybe, 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch on the top, 1/8 of an inch on either side, and I adhered that down. Our sentiment is going to get some dimensionals, so let me pull those down from where they were hiding, and I'm going to put 2 of them, I'll just put 3 of them on there. Now, before I put my sentiment on, which is going to go right here in the middle, I'm going to adhere down this particular thing. Now, you can do an angle if you like. I'm just going to go straight with it. So I want it right about here. I'm just going to take some adhesive, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle there. And I'm just going to stick this down right in the middle. Don't worry that it's longer than you need it. You can cut it after you put your sentiment on. So let's put our sentiment on. Okay. And there we go. Sentiment on. Now I'm going to come in with snips, and now is when I make my little angle cut. And the ribbon's long just so you can do this and figure out where you want your little angle. But isn't that pretty? There's not a lot, there's just a shimmer in that ribbon, but how elegant is this? And you could even put, just a note, thinking of you, just a note, happy birthday, and then write a fairly long message on the inside if you chose to, or just something down here. I just think this is a fun, simple, quick card. Looks like you spent hours doing it, and it really wasn't all that hard. So this is our card number 2. I want to thank you all for joining me for this video. Please like and share. And if you have questions, please leave me some comments. I will get back to you with them. Also, the list of items used to make this card will be in the description below the video. Thank you again and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.